Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Cheese it, it's the cops. Hello, Ossifer.
You suck.
You know, you're not bad. Holy sh**, you killed Silent Bob. Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers. Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at another Transformers figure. It's from Transformers The Last Night, and it's Barricade from the Premier Edition series. Deluxe figures. This is a figure that I was wanting when I first saw the release pictures. I wanted a Berserker, was very disappointed. Wanted to get this guy because it's a new mold for Barricade. It looks nice and big and bulky and cool, and then I want to get a Prime Voyager figure and a Megatron figure, and yeah, so found this as a restock, which I was very excited. They only had 2 of them, so he's not that common, but he's not uncommon. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Barricade in package, and it's pretty much the same box we got with Berserker. We get some artwork of him there. It says Barricade Transformers Premier Edition. We get Megatron and Berserker and Barricade right there at the top. My voice is about to go out. Says Premier Edition right there, so it's pretty cool. Definitely neat. I like that artwork. I think that looks cool. There he is in there, looking all kinds of neat. It says Transformers. We got the Decepticon logo right there. Side of the package. It's got Barricade. It's got a little write-up. So there's the artwork looking cool. And then there's the write-up. If you want to pause and read that, you are more than welcome to. Back of the package. Robot mode, cop car mode. We get Berserker and Bumblebee, which is a repaint of the AoE, and it looks like Hitler Bumblebee, and it's terrible. So we get the little flag thing going here for the Knights of Arthur, I guess. I don't know, but just kind of a close-up if you want to look at that real fast. And those are the other figures. I already reviewed him. If you want to check him out, I will add a card right here. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Barricade out of box and see if he's better than Berserker. He's got to be. I mean, he has to be. Just has to be. So here we have Barricade out of package, and I gotta say, I like this figure for the most part. There are a couple little things that annoy me, primarily in the transformation. Everything else, though, is really, really nice. It is a complete redesign of the figure, which, you know, I like and dislike. I love the body. I think the body is really nice. It's bulky. It's very cool. But I kind of wish they would have kept more of the original head on the figure. But it is what it is. He's a bit of a shell former, I suppose, because of the backpack. It just kind of folds out over, almost like an aerial bot jet or a seeker jet, but yeah, it's not too terribly bad. But I will say the arms, getting them to fold up into the car mode is probably the most difficult thing ever. Well, it feels that way. It's just really, really goofy, and the instructions are quite terrible, so be warned. You just kind of have to fidget with them and get them up in there, but they do go up. Now, the cool thing about this guy, which reminds me of Hound from the first movie, is he's got quite a few weapons. Not as many as Hound did, but he's got this Gatling gun that wraps around his wrist, which is very cool. He's got a billy club, and then he's got this pistol, which is very nice. And the gun and the billy club can both be stored on peg holsters on his hips, which is very nice. He also has, I'll just go ahead and do that here, like this. If we can do it on camera here. Well, come on there, buddy. Get in there. There we go. So, yeah, I like that a lot. He also has little brass knuckles which is very cool. One says, this one says protect, and they're backwards, so it imprints where it's supposed to go when you read it, where the dent is, and then serve on that side. I wish it said punish and enslave. It does say that on the doors of the car, which is pretty cool. Still, which is nice. And then to take this off, you just kind of unpeg it like that. And yeah, so that's kind of cool. I like that. I thought that was kind of fun. Now, as far as articulation on this guy goes, his head does rotate. It moves up and down slightly, but not much at all. His arm is on a ball socket, so you can get a lot of movement there. There is a mushroom peg at the upper shoulder. He has a single jointed elbow. There is a mushroom peg at the hands. They twist. There is no hinge or anything. There is no hip swivel, which is unfortunate. His legs kick up that far. They don't kick that far back because of the backpack right there. His legs do splay out super far because they're on ball joints. He's got a pretty heavy knee joint right there, which is nice. And then he's got some ankle articulation there because, well, for transformation, but you can get it to move around a bit. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, I love the little brass knuckles on the wrist there. I like the big bulky chest. The head looks cool. He's got a tiny little Decepticon logo, which is nice. I like the lights painted onto his chest. The Gatling gun on his arm is very, very cool. The shoulder bits are kind of weird and awkward, but they do remind me of the old figure. And he's got a humongous backpack at the top of the car there. Kind of reminds me of some of the alternators, actually, when I kind of look at it. But yeah, the Protect and Serve brass knuckles are kind of cool. I wish there was a little more paint detail in there. But overall, I think they did a good job at the redesign, and he's definitely a lot bulkier and looks like a brawler. So taking a look at the midsection of the figure, I love how you can holster the billy club and the pistol on his legs. On his hips there, I think that is really awesome. I like all the silver paint detail on his waist there. That looks really cool, or his mid-belly. Very, very nice. And the grays, and the light grays, and the silvers, those all look really, really good. And, of course, we get a lot of the back of the bot kind of hidden because of the backpack, but it's not too terribly bad. So taking a look at the legs of the figure, I like how the wheels kind of fold around behind, and then the back of the car fold up into the back of the foot. I think that is a really good use and design piece right there on the legs. Very, very cool. I mean, it just seamlessly folds in there, and when you transform it out into car mode, too. I like the design on the feet. They look like boots. They look like shit kickers, which is nice. We got the white paint apps on the kneecaps. Very, very cool. Just overall, I think they did a pretty good job with the feet. They're nice and stable, and they work. For comparison, here we have Barricade with his Wavemate Berserker, and I think Berserker's a little bit taller. Yeah, he's definitely a little bit taller than Barricade there, but they're about the same amount of plastic. Both of these look really, really good in the robot mode. This thing is terrible to transform. This is better. It's annoying because of the arms, but at least it doesn't fall apart like that flaming piece of shit right there. Now, Barricade's alternate mode is still a police car. I don't think it's quite as cool looking of a police car as the original figure. I need to go and dig that one out and do a toy versus toy on these guys because I don't know. I don't know if I like the original one better than this one. I really do like the bulkiness of this guy and his accessories. The cop car, though, I think I like the older one. I don't know. So let's go ahead and get this guy into his squad car mode and see what we think. So here we have Barricade in his police mode, and as you can see, man, it's kind of a pain to get these hands up underneath there. It'd probably help if I straightened that one out a little right there. There it goes. So you kind of gonna have to worm the shoulders up. The biggest problem is getting the shoulders down and up over these legs, they got to sit above the legs. So they're going to go down and up and over the legs. It's just a super, super tight fit. The back of the legs actually snap together pretty well. For some reason, I was having issues getting that connected in. But again, at least it doesn't fall apart like that Berserker figure. Now, you can store the weapons up underneath the car on his little legs right there, or I suppose you could put them up under here as well on his elbows. So these will store, which is very, very nice. Just kind of slide that there. So you can store weapons underneath, which is very, very cool. I do appreciate that. And then the instructions say to take the Gatling gun like this. We got a port back here on the window, and you can attach the Gatling gun like that, and that's supposed to be his weapon to attack. It just kind of looks like a weird fin to me. I don't know. But yeah, so there's that. You can do that if you want to. Looking at the police car, I love the lights on the front. The painted headlights look nice. All the red and blue. Very cool. Now it's got a black stripe here with the blue. The one-step changer or turbo changer, whatever they call them, has like a metallic flame job up there, which is really cool. I wish this one had that, actually. I like the tinted windows. I think that looks cool. They're all smoky. He's got his light bar on the top, and they are smoky as well, which is kind of neat. It says police on the side with the Decepticon logo. And then it's got a gas cap right there, which is pretty cool. And then it says to punish and enslave on the side. I like that that they kept that on there. This side, unfortunately, mine's got a little blurb on the paint. It's not as clear, but it's fine on the other side. And it's got taillights. Oh, I'm so happy it has taillights. They just, oh, so often don't put taillights on Transformers anymore, which makes me sad. For comparison, here we have Barricade with the Turbochanger Optimus Prime, or Knight Armor Optimus Prime, what do you want to call him? And this scale's pretty decent. It's not too terribly bad. I think Prime should be a little bit bigger in this vehicle mode, but it's definitely not bad in comparison for a Deluxe, where we got the police car and the semi-truck. So definitely cool to see these guys side by side. So is Barricade from the Premier Edition Deluxe Series Transformers The Last Night something you want in your Transformers collection? Well, you know, of the Deluxe figures I've held in hand so far, I like him best. I really liked Berserker's robot mode, but the transformation was just so horrible. It made me really, really just so disappointed in that figure, I guess. I'm never transforming that one again. This one at least can transform and it doesn't fall apart. While the arms are really bothersome, it will go together once you figure it out. And it looks good. I like the redesign for the most part. The head, it still doesn't really scream Barricade to me, but I guess we'll see it in motion on the screen. So, I mean, what we've gotten so far out of these, you know, Deluxe figures, Bumblebee's just a repaint, so if you've got the AOE version, it's the better looking one, just keep that one. Berserker, if you're looking for that, you know, Dark of the Moon, Decepticon SUV type truck, I guess you could get it. Just beware of the transformation problems. And if you're a Barricade fan, then you're probably going to like this figure. Definitely not a bad pickup. So there he is, Barricade, from the upcoming Transformers The Last Night.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.